Welcome to the Shakaama Live Show with your host, Shakaama. Let's make this super fast. Somebody on here, I believe with credentials, maybe a psych degree or something like that, or even a history degree or something like that, documented how we went from an entire community setting up a woman or a man in the community to be together and to get married. It went from a whole, church community or something like that, whatever the community size was, the whole community deciding, then a little bit lesser the church, then a little bit lesser the two families. Hey, I have a son. He needs to get married. Oh, I have a daughter. She'd be great for your son. All right, let's get this together, right? And then it devolved to just the family. Then the family was taken out completely. Then it went to friends. And 30 years ago, it was friends. Kind of like whenever that TV show was on. So it was friends, and I mean extended friends, boys and girls. Then it devolved to girlfriends, and now it's devolved to a woman by herself on a dating app in the middle of the night swiping, trying to get a man. I talked about estrogen before, and I want to reiterate it's estrogen. Estrogen craves chaos. So where there were other factors balancing each other, a whole community, men and women, a church, men and women, two families, men and women, friends, men and women, just women, just the woman. And now when men talk about they want to get married, you have the sisterhood giving the woman advice, all the wrong woman advice, because the sisterhood is full of estrogen and craves chaos. So the sisterhood takes every negative comment, encourages whoredom, and that's where we are. That's where we are today. There are still communities helping out, pair people together. And it is now becoming the study that was done on pair bonding and multiple partners and sort of stuff is becoming more widespreadly known. Now not everybody, but a lot of people are understanding in a woman, once she has even one extra partner, just one before you, she has a 50% rate of a lack of pair bonding. So if she had just one guy before you, it might be the case that she cannot pair bond with you because she's always, also, if she actually had sex with that guy, his DNA is inside of her and his DNA is trying to succeed at all points. And it doesn't matter how long ago it was. His DNA is still inside of her because that's how that works. Go actually study biology. All of these people say, they know biology and you don't know biology, but that's how biology actually works. His DNA remains inside of her, even with a condom on, because that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about the semen. We're talking about the actual DNA. You can get DNA from just rubbing up against somebody with the back of your hand. Go look up diseases and how they're actually spread. You don't have to do the whole full Monty on somebody. You can hug them and spread a disease, right? The coughing, remember that part? That's all DNA spread to you or to each other. So just one boyfriend before you have a 50% chance of her not being able to pair bond. This is why virginity was praised, because it had pretty much a 100% success rate as far as being married, staying married, and so forth, right? Now, if the woman is exposed to just ratchetness, that means she's exposed to the sisterhood. This is why the MGTOW people, this is why the passport bros say move overseas, find a woman, get married, and stay overseas. Because if you bring her back, the sisterhood is going to attack and try and bring her into the fold of the sisterhood. And so you're going to have the exact same thing, regardless of where she's from and what kind of traditions she's brought up in. You're going to have just another member of the sisterhood if you bring her back to the United States. The sisterhood wants women to be single, or nefariously, they're trying to get with the woman. And now there's a video out that I just saw in the black community. These are black podcasters talking, men and women, saying that a lot of women are now being turned out by other women. That's what's going on. And once you turn out, that is like a virus. Once you turn out that woman, then that woman wants to turn out another woman. Women are very gullible, very impressionable, easily impressionable, especially black women for some reason, because they don't have anything to fall back on, because they're coming from single mothers, so they don't have a community at all. When you have a father in the home, a husband in the home, you have a built-in stability. When I talked about the study done about houses with fathers and houses without fathers, even stepfathers don't equate to a biological father. The success rate of the actual children, including the girls, the daughters, is like 1,000% better on all aspects. Smarter, more successful, less negative things going on throughout their lives, including pregnancy at an early age. So, just to reiterate, we have gone from a whole community helping out a couple pair together, get married, and be successful, and contributing to the community because that's what they want, to grow the community. Instead, we have women make decisions on their own, by themselves, no input from anybody else, and the sisterhood is saying, no, we don't want you to leave us. We want you to be a part of us, always. We want you to come out and party. We want you to, you're going to step out on your man? We know a cute guy you can step out on. So you can leave the husband. And now it's coming out that women, of course, are the better cheaters, or the more cheaters, the most cheaters, right? It's an overwhelming, something like 60, 70%. Simply because men just don't have the options that women have. Women, even ugly ones, can snap their fingers, and all sorts of people are going to come out of the woodworks at them, for them. That is not a good thing. I want to reiterate, that is not a good thing. There is a whole group of people, black and white, who are still traditional. You don't live with a woman before you're married. You don't have sex before you're married. You don't do any of that stuff. The idea is that you are going to get together, get married, have children, build a family, and be a part of the community. You don't have anything to fall back on if you're a quote-unquote modern woman living on your own, concentrating on your career. What do you got? What is that? And on your deathbed, you go, oh, I had a great life. I had a career. The career pays your bills. That's it. That's all that does. Well, I had a lot of stuff. And I could buy a Lamborghini. And that's just consumerism. That's what that is. That's not what you're put on earth for. You weren't put on earth to work for a corporation. If anything, you should be owning your own business, right? As a man. And as a woman, you should be dedicating your life to your man and your family. That's what you should be doing. You should be protected and provided for. Protected and provide. Protected means that you have a solid foundation at home and the enemy can't get to you. That means women, the sisterhood, can't get to you, nor the players out there. Or even, there's even less crime once you have a solid foundation. When they did the study, they found that daughters with fathers in the home had way less instances of being attacked or all that other stuff. Probably modern women, being by themselves, are prime targets for people who want to attack them. Because they're women. They're weak. They don't have anybody standing behind them. I see women walking alone all the time. I go, why is she alone? And they remind me, it's not the 1950s. We're not paired up with men anymore. So women walking along now is us, but it's not wise. Yeah, you can't tell them anything. They don't know. Anyway, I went too long. Thank you all for watching.